everyone, my name's Guinverre and welcome back to Misadventures of Laura Silver. I had to not start again, I had to load up, but it was back in the bathroom with Skoda. So I had to go through everything again to get to the meeting where we died last time. So now we are up to date. I'm going to do the meeting again. So we're going to do it differently because I think last time we blamed Blanca. So let's go with the Vodnik way. Let's see if we can stay alive this time. Here's why we are having this meeting. Yeah. I'm gonna skip the things we've already seen. Drowned. Nose injury, yeah. We're just gonna get to where we get to choose. What were you doing at 2 a.m.? Mr. Char, what were you doing at 2 a.m.? I was at the reception desk the whole night. Did you notice anything suspicious? Did you notice anything suspicious? Nothing concerning what happened last night, but I had to lock the boiler room's door. The boiler room? The water must have started flowing for a brief period in the night, and the pipes couldn't handle the pressure. It is not something that should concern you. It happens frequently in winter. Last year the lobby flooded several times because of it. It's a good thing we installed the metal door. At least it keeps the water inside. Last time you saw Skoda. Last night, when he came to greet you both. What's your room number? Mr. Char, I have my own room on the ground floor. So he stays near the entrance. I think might have done it. I know that neither Blanca or Vlim are the kind of people to commit murder. Anybody Mio Cooper? Cooper looks like a nice fellow too. Are you suspicious of me? Char. I won't say a thing before we find any evidence. Mr. Char, I'm sure that Miss Silver didn't do it. Why? Did you two spend the night together? No? You can't be sure, Cooper. You should choose who to trust wisely. Thanks for your cooperation. That's Blanca. I was in my room sleeping. What do you do right after you wake up? You tell me what you did right after you wake up? Did my hair and got dressed. I went to wash my face, but there was no water. I thought that there was a problem with the tap of my sink. When I left my room to report this to Mr. Chara, Willem called me to talk with you. When do you wake up? When do you wake up? My schedule is kind of when the hotel is off season. I wake up at 8 a.m. I see. When was the last time you saw Skoda? When was the last time you saw Mr. Skoda? Yesterday afternoon. What was he doing when you saw him? I don't know. I saw him in the lobby and we exchanged greetings. Who do you think might have done it? What do you think about the case? I know everybody in this hotel, Miss Silver, and I know you are a nice person too. What do you mean? You know what I'm trying to say, Miss? You know what I'm trying to say, Miss Silver. She looks meaningfully at my pocket. I see the notebook is sticking out. She thinks it's what new. Where's your room number? She's on the floor too. Ground floor. Believe they aren't numbered. Thanks for your cooperation. William, what were you doing, bro? Looks like he didn't hear me. Pops in between us. There's a room. Okay, yeah. We're not going to accuse anyone in this hotel. We're going to accuse the Vodnik this time. So let's hope we don't die. Again. Ja did it. I think Cooper did it. I think you are both kind people. Kindness does not bring innocence with it. I also assume you aren't blaming Pavel Uri. Of course not. Printer ear. I also think the Vodnik is the culprit. However, we have to evaluate the facts first. I have to check that everyone's accounts are consistent. I just thought we should leave Willem out of this. I see why you'd think that, Miss Blanca, but it's a chance that he is the murderer. I don't want to ignore that. You know, I understand, Miss Silver. Willem? What is it? Willem, what were you doing at 2 a.m. this morning? 2 a.m.? Pretty sure I was asleep. You do right after you wake up. Can you tell me what you did right after you wake up? Went downstairs and had a talk with Mr. Cha before going to the dining hall. What do you do? When do you wake up in the mornings? 7. I have to serve breakfast at 8:30. When the hotel isn't off season, I wake up at 6 a.m. So you were in your room between 2 and 7? Yes. Just I can confirm that you've talked with Mr. Willem this morning. I can. We talked about the weather and how we always talk about the weather every morning. Lem smiles. It feels so distant now, like it happened months ago. Last time you saw Skoda. Stay silent. You mean his corpse or alive? It's day afternoon. What's he doing? You saw him taking a stroll in the hotel. Did you do that often? Almost every day. Looks like was nothing else. Looks like Skoda was nothing else. Did nothing else except from occupying space in this hotel. You've done it. Think about the case. Not the person you need to ask. Pardon me? I don't want to blame the guest, but I'm almost sure it was you. Why is that? Isn't it obvious? Man dies the night you come here? To the point, I don't have any alibi either. I'm the perfect suspect. I also know that you're hiding your real job from us. One would think that you would reveal it to get rid of suspicion. I would also think that being a detective doesn't get rid of any suspicion. Your missus, seems like my snark isn't appreciated. Too bad. Tell me how I did it. You may have somehow stolen my keys, or picked his lock, or slipped in front and from the balcony. The balcony? The lock was broken, remember? What was I thinking? I never checked the balcony door. Frodo would have requested a different door if he had noticed the lock of the balcony door was broken. Could it be the culprit broke it last night? Was the lock broken? I'm not sure. Never thought of checking while Frodo was staying there. I see. Tell me more about my balcony break-in. You got him from the balcony, and Skirda was taking a shower at that time, so you entered his bathroom and punched him in the face. Thought it would explain what happened to his nose. The water was cut off, so he couldn't have been showering. But I guess. And then? Do you think Skirda died from a broken nose? I don't know. Did you strangle him? Might have drowned him too. We found him in the tub. Sort of obvious. What sort of game is this, Silver? You have a point. Excuse me? You see, I hadn't considered the balcony as an entrance to his room. You're an extraordinary detective, I must say. Entering from the balcony, lockpicking, stealing Willem's keys. Huh. You said that I could have taken your keys. You have Skoda's room keys? Gave them to you when you were about to shoot his door. So it happened a few minutes ago. Silver. Right, you're the only one who has the spare keys, right? Yes. At least I was supposed to be the only one. It's good to know. Now you think I'm the culprit. No, at least not yet. What do you mean? Still a bit too early to be pointing fingers. He huffs. He asks Cooper what he thinks of this. Cooper, yes. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. I don't think that Mr. Skoda is in a healthy state of mind. Also, I'm wondering about what Mr. Cha would say about. Wasn't asking about the well-being of the hotel folk. Who do you think killed Skoda? I assume that it's most likely the Vodnik, or how? He may have drowned. Oh my god, he may have drowned Skoda in the tub. I agree. We'd go with Vodnik this time. I'm not gonna blame anyone. Where's the vows to prevent him from coming here? Seems like our efforts weren't sufficient. I tried checking the boiler room before coming here. Find any clues? No. I couldn't even enter it. In fact, it's flooded. The water is blocking the entrance. That means closing the valves didn't do anything to begin with. The vodnik could have entered the hotel just fine. Exactly. Are we going to assume that the culprit is the vodnik? Isn't obvious? Not really. But I respect your decision, Miss Silver. Fine. Then if the killer is the vodnik, we should do the explaining to Mr. Char. Mr. Char. I say with a raised voice from for Char to hear. Yes, Silver? Any leads? We've something to tell you. Have you heard of the vodnik? Raises an eyebrow. Hope you will not try to convince me that an imaginary monster has something to do with this tragic situation. Mr. Cha, you know that we are shooting a documentary, right? I asked you a question, young man. I'll explain. I'll explain, of course. However, first, let us inform you that we are actually here to prepare an informative sequence about the myth. Came here to film the Vodnik. Exactly, Mr. Char. Who directors make films about ambiguous supernatural creatures, Silver? They do in England. Documentary you two are filming won't be a reliable source of information, it seems. Our aim is to introduce to our homeland the folklore of the Pilsen. We think that a vodnik might have killed Skoda. Sure. See. Now we have to deal with a couple of lunatics as well. Sure, please let us explain. We've received reports on a vodnik being here. We think that Skoda was targeted because he was also investigating the myths. Sure, I'm sure you've noticed that the water has cut off. It must have been the vodnik for sure. Or else, how could someone drown Mr. Skoda? We're the ones who cut the water off. But Char doesn't know about that. Trying to make him believe that something supernatural is going on is a good idea. Nice one, Cooper. You're disrespecting his death, both of you. Skoda wasn't a man who'd believe in some fairy tales. I can show you the notes Skoda took about the vodnik if you still think that it's a myth. Doesn't make any sense, Silver. Also, isn't it obvious? Why would a mythical creature like the vodnik punch Skoda before killing him? He might have hit his nose on the wall or the tub while trying to fight back. Seems more likely that you're the one who killed him. What? I have no proof of this, but I think you're the one who did it, and now you're blaming it on the vodnik. I have no actual talent in conjuring water and filling tubs with it for them. Balim, Mr. Char. We just head towards Blanca. I know the vodnik. I know that he's a man who is messed up in the head. He might have been the one who caused this. Okay, I never knew you were superstitious. Not superstitious, Mr. Char. I worked as his maid for years before he became a vodnik. So that was the spooky fellow you mentioned once. What was his name? Emil? Emil Claduvo. Claduvo. Yes. How come I've never heard you talking about him? I try to avoid the subject. Huh. Can you tell me more about this person? Of course, Miss Silver. Will you tell her the story you told me? Blanca nods. Hey, we're not dead! We're not dead! Yay! This was around 2 years ago, when I was working at Mr. Glad's workshop. After his daughter Anna's death, he wouldn't leave his room. I kept the shop clean, tried my best to communicate with him. I could hear him talking to himself there. The death of his daughter had upset me as well. Anything I wanted was to share his pain and try to console him, but he didn't let me. He didn't even answer me, not even once. When I had knocked, he went silent. It was as if he wanted me to leave so he could keep talking to himself. After a few days, I assumed that he went insane. One night, I knocked on his door several times waiting for him to answer. If he didn't, I had also considered breaking the door. Then he opened the door, he showed his face through the crack. I could see his sunken face. Glad. What is it, Miss Blanca? Glad, I think. Mr. Clad, I think you know what's wrong. Are you aware that you haven't left that room for a week? A week? He furrowed his brows, sighing. I didn't notice, thank you. Left the room, pulling the door shut behind him. I don't want to be. I don't want to. I don't want to meddle in your affairs, but who were you talking to? Blanca. Well, Miss Blanca. Well, it wouldn't be wise of me to share this with you. Why wouldn't it? Right, you've been working as my maid for years. Yes, I have. Can I trust that you won't say a word of this to any strangers? Surely. Well, I thought I was going insane at first. Anastasia? She spoke to me. Mr. Clad. We're both mourning her death. However, it's not healthy for you to lock yourself in like that. You're implying that I've gone crazy, Miss Blanca? I really saw her. Maybe we should take a stroll outside, or if you keep yourself busy with your work, you'll feel a lot better. She must have become a ghost, or else how could she have been able to talk to me? We went to a funeral days ago. She was buried properly. She can't return as a ghost. Mr. Clad, are you alright? Mr. Clad? You may be right, Blanca. Not leaving your room may have caused you to see things. You should go out and get some fresh air. That might work. It's a relief to see you out of your room, Mr. Clad. Do you want to come along? Knowing you, I think that you'd want to start working on your dolls and toys when you come back. Indeed so. Better if I clean your tools. Prepare them for your arrival. Thank you for everything. Don't even mention it. Please, it's my job. I handed him his coat. I waited for him to leave. He looked like he was in a rush. It didn't take long for him to get out of my sight. After that, I entered his room. My plan was to see what was inside, but he had been too careless. He didn't lock the door behind him. I opened the door and I saw his daughter's body. She was placed on a chair, looking cold and lifeless. He had dressed her with her favorite clothes, hair tied in a meticulous way. I couldn't handle the sight of this and closed the door horrible. Then I thought that I had to bury the poor child first, to bring to an end to her suffering. I tried to stop the shaking of my hands, and when I tried to open the door wouldn't budge. I waited for Mr. Clyde to return, but he didn't return as himself. He returned as a vodnik? Indeed, sir. Did he murder his own daughter? I hear Mr. Child let out an irritated grunt. There are rumors going on about that, but I doubt it. The only thing I'm sure of is that he kept his daughter's body in his room. Sound like a good man from the way you described him. From the way you describe him, are you sure that that was a real body? Absolutely. I still can't get over the sight of it. I assume the body shouldn't have been at least a week old when you saw it. Yes, it should have started rotting at that point. Blanca, are you sure you didn't notice a bad smell? I wasn't in a situation that lended itself to thinking properly. I didn't notice any bad smell, Miss Silver. You said he was a toy maker, right? Yes. Are you sure the body you saw wasn't a doll? She nods. You've seen some very lifelike dolls before. You said you were afraid to. Maybe you mistook it. I'm sure of it, Willem. That body was a spitting image of the late Anna. Is this thing related to what the Vodnik wished from the wish granter? Silver. Yes, Mr. Char. I'll be calling the cops again. Ah, right. Oh, also, Mr. Char. Hand him the keys. Won't you return? I don't think I will. I don't think you should go. At least not until the police arrive. I should have expected that. Okay, I will be around. That was a lie. Now then, Miss Silver, I'll check the water tank to see if the valves are alright. I hope that everything goes well for you. Thank you, Miss Blanca. Hope we don't get in trouble for that. Best if we leave as fast as we can. Silver. Yes, Willem. I thought that you were the one who killed Skirter. He extends his hand to me for a handshake. I apologize. I shouldn't have considered the Vodnik. I should have considered the Vodnik as a possibility. It doesn't seem like he trusts me, but I shake his hand. Do you want me to bring back something from the Vodnik's place? Are you going to run? So do you want anything? Like what? I don't know. For a cook? For revenge? He laughs. I remind myself once more that I shouldn't make assumptions about the human psyche. You don't plan to bring back his dead like a war trophy, right? You do? Thought of it, but don't, Silver. Okay. Oh then, Silver, I'll help Mr. Char take Skoda's body out of the tub. What are you planning to do? Maybe we should place him on the bed. He never liked water. And not as Willem exits the scene. Surprised how easily he was able to get a grip on himself. Looks a lot better than when we first discovered Skoda's body. Although, where's Cooper? He's late. Go check on him. I go upstairs and I hear Cooper yelling. What's that sound? I push the door open, but it leads me to an absurd scene. Ooh. Even Uri is sitting on the bed while Pav is lying on the ground unconscious. What? What have you two done? I don't know, Miss Silver. Pav was being like this since I revived, and I can't wake her up. What did you do, Uri? Didn't do a thing. Guess she couldn't handle my royal aura. Uri, did you hurt her? Hard to stand in front of me, you know. Weak people can't manage it, Silver. Answer me, what happened? I don't know, she just fainted. Cooper, Shah will kill us if he sees Pav like this. Right, we should wake her up. No, we should run. Let's run. Carry me, Silver. I take Yuri on my back. Miss Silver, I can't leave a child like this. Cooper, this is not the time to think about your principles. I don't want to get into any more trouble. I see Pav opening her eyes. Orange mister? Talks in a very low voice. I didn't know that she could do that. Yes, Miss Pav? I hate Uri. Cooper looks at us. I see Uri sticking out his tongue. What did this boy do to her? Don't worry, Miss Bob. I'll talk to Uri. Uri is so stupid. What did you say about me, you spoiled brat? You're a spoiled brat yourself, Uri. Little Uri, would you please? Excuse me? Little Uri? Whole kingdom used to call me a king. A person like you doesn't have the right to. We have to leave here now. Uri here. No, I'm not stupid. What did you say about the princess, young king? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Can't be. I believe that the so-called princess of this country is a bit of a dunderhead, Lord Char. Ooh. Do not know what that word means, but step aside, Silver. I step aside. I start running down the stairs with Uri on my back. Miss Silver, where are you going? what happened? He really starts laughing on my back. Silver, you're a savage. Why? You left him, Silver. Are you aware of what you're doing? I have a job to do. I can't risk my life recklessly. Giggles. You're so mean. I believe you're the one who was mean, Uri. What did you do to Pav? Try to take my gloves. She got what she deserved. Did you hit her? No, I just yelled. No, I just yelled that she can't touch me. And she fainted. Sounds like a big lie to me. You'll understand when you get older, Silver. That's so. You can get to be as epic as me? Sure. Huh. Where are we going? You know the way to the Bodniks? Depends on what you're aiming to do. There's a police car in front of the hotel. I rent a home behind Hotel Pav so that we can be in the blind spot. Are you a criminal, Silver? No, I'm an undercover detective. You aren't kidding me, are you? Not at all. Found the badge in my pocket. I have to be honest with you. You're going to tell me all you know about the Vodnik. I'm a detective from the Supernatural Cases Department. I'm supposed to collect and archive information about the mythical creatures I see. I take out my list. This is a list of creatures I have to take care of. What kind of creatures do you have in there? Demons, monsters, vampires, werewolves, jinns, ghosts. Do you have a gun to take care of them all? Surely do. I pull out and spin my infield number 2. You see, I have this revolver to use against vampires, werewolves, and other things. The revolver is a regular one, oh, but I have silver bullets that can kill supernatural creatures. It's useless when you face spirits, though. For them to have bullets that are actually capsules filled with salt and holy water, didn't really have a chance to find this out yet. I can't wait to. Hope it works. Seems like he is feeling uneasy. But this kind of stuff appeals to little kids because guns are cool. I slide it back into my pocket, but I still get no answer from Mary. Mary? Looks dangerous. It is, so I'll put it away for now. I'd be startled if you were to fire it by mistake. I don't do those kinds of simple mistakes. At least not anymore. First time I got a revolver in my hands was definitely not the, shall we say, brightest experience I had. Anyway, sorry. There was that man that you're dragging around. Cooper, you mean? The orange one. It's Cooper, yes. Yeah, he's also a detective, a co-worker. Really? He looks like your apprentice. I'm not the only one to think that. Silver and Cooper. Silver and Copper, then. He smells like he just solved a puzzle. That's so cool. Is it? Very. Hit the police cars again. Looks like we have to wait for Cooper here. Cooper's not coming. Can I sit in the front? No. You can be sure that I'm old enough, Silver. Don't try to persuade me. I can bicker with you all day. I can bicker with you longer than that. I can leave you wherever I want, kid. But if you tell me what you know and act like a good child, maybe I'll let you. I'm already a good child. Really? Tell me what you know. I don't want to. Promised. We ran away from the Vodnik himself? No. Was it someone related to him? Yes. Why was that thing chasing you? Did you make someone angry? I don't make people mad. They happen to be hot-headed. Why was he running away from the something related to the Vodnik, I wonder? Begin to inspect him from head to toe. This poncho. Wonder if he stole something from the Vodnik's toy shop and is hiding it under his poncho. But his eyes. Never seen eyes that colorful before. Guess some people are blessed with good genes. But his hair. Fluffy. Still, my best option would be to believe that he has stolen something. You're boring, Silver. I'm not going to disagree with you about that. Won't you fight me? Won't you fight with me? Sounds like he enjoys conflict. I was thinking maybe we should play a game until Cooper comes. I should be able to trick him into telling me the reason why the thing related to the Vodnik was chasing him. Kind of game. Oh, this thing again. Okay. Okay, so I will ask random questions that can be answered with a yes or no. Huh? But if you say anything other than a yes or no as your first answer, you're out. Sounds too easy. Not as easy as it sounds, but it will help us get to know each other. Besides, you can ask me whatever you want. I was bored. Let's play it then, Silver. So I ask you something first? No, let's do it. No! Let's do it like this. I ask one question, you ask one question. You insist. Okay then. I start. Do you like, dogs? Yes. I once met a dog in the backyard of the orphanage I grew up in. He is such a good boy. Probably the best friend I've had until now. It was a basic start, but I had to hold myself back in order to not say anything more. Of course, this kid is playing dirty. Me too. I once gave an order to my servants to bring all the dogs in town to the garden of my castle. It was one of the best days of my life, but they proved a lot. That sounds heavenly. My turn now. Have you ever broken a bone? Have you ever broken a bone? He's struggling. Yes? I was kind of unsure about this. Which one? Right leg, I think. I always forget things a lot. Don't worry. Anyway, it's my turn. Have you ever beaten a man up? Huge gap between the first and the second question was undeniable. Excuse me for being honest. Yes. Are you a heavy sleeper? Not really? What's a stupid question? You lose the game. I told you to answer me only with yes or no. He gasps. He's terrible at this game. I thought I could get some information out of this. Continue. I won't lose, okay? Have you been to the moon? What's this question? Even though he's spoiled, grumpy, and hard to get along with, I guess he's still just a child. No. Can you whistle? No? I think I embarrassed him a bit. Wondering who can whistle are the cool kids after all. Do you have a gramophone in your home? Yes. Somehow his eyes brightened up when I answered this question. You choose what you're wearing yourself. Yes, fashionable, isn't it? Indeed. Wasn't always this stylish. You need money for this, you know. So there were times you would pour too. Yes, but I forgot those. Glamorous life is more memorable. I never had a glamorous life. I wonder if I may someday. Work your butt off or become a king. I'll try, maybe. Yeah, my turn. Yes or no? There's a piece of humor right there, Ari. Yes. Giggles. Have you ever played... Do you like your family? Did I step on a mine? No. Silence. I really don't know what to say. Okay then. Your turn. Have you ever taken a train? Yes. Many times. Mary looks highly disturbed. Hurry. I'm done with this game, because it is not entertaining or useful in any way. You're making me angry, and I bet you were doing this so that you can get something out of my mouth. I was just trying to socialize with you, but I might have wanted to learn certain things as well. Such as, I thought that you stole something from the Vodnik's toy shop. Don't you try to accuse me for being a filthy thief. How dare you? Alright, I have no choice left. What's gonna happen? Ray, stand still. Not saying a word. I believe he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. He doesn't yell like he did before either. I see Cooper coming out of hotel pub. Cooper! Silver, why are you hiding there? Nothing. More importantly, why did you leave me up there? Thought Mr. Chow would be furious, so I ran. That makes sense. How did everything go? Not that bad. We waited until Miss Pub told us everything. Also, I gave my testimony as a witness. You didn't tell anyone anything about the Vodnik. Didn't. Good. A young Master Uri, you should apologize. Lord von Geldern, you mean? Can we continue talking while we're in the car? Sure thing, Miss Silver. I start carrying Uri again. He isn't saying a word. Young Master Uri, are you alright? None of your business, Copper. Copper? I'm afraid my name is... I know. Uri doesn't answer. I open the door and place Uri on the back seat. The keeper is in the driver's seat, so I sit next to him. Uri, will you show us the way to the Vodnik? I said I knew the way. Didn't say that I will take you there. Got you. So, whatever thing is you've stolen, I'll pay for it. Are you lying again, Silver? Looks like I've made him have even more trust issues. Not lying, but I can't say that I'm rich. Maybe we have to exchange the toy you stole with something cheaper. It's a toy, of course. I like this toy in particular. Hope you didn't steal anything too expensive. Thank you, Silver. Will you forgive me, Uri? Papa! Yes. Show me the map. Uri puts his finger on the green spot of the lake. Here. Are you sure, young Master Uri? Wolf von Geldern. And yes, I'm the one. I'm 100% sure. I did take some cartography classes. Just starts the car. Now then, should we start talking about Miss Pav and the apology you should make? You haven't done anything wrong. You can't make me apologize. Pav said that you scared her. Tried to attack me. What would you expect me to do? Attack you? What did she tell you? Because right now it seems like she was telling the story extremely one-sided. Tell me that she asked you to give her gloves back. Then you said no. Because they're my gloves. Of course I will try to defend myself. Are you sure those are yours, Uri? Her Lord von Gordon Copper? It's like I prefer Mr. Cooper, young Master Uri. Before you accuse me of being a filthy thief once more, they're mine. Uri, be honest. They were Pav's. I expropriated them. I should return them then. I told Mr. Cha that I would buy a new pair. Anyway, Cooper, what did Pav tell you? Tell me that you showed her your hands, and they scared her. How is that my problem? Are his hands? Are his hands burnt? That explains his stubbornness about not wanting to give the gloves back. Apparently you also told her several times that she's stupid. Also, Miss Silver, yes? This morning Pav stated that her gloves were taken by a ghost, didn't she? Harry's eyes grew bigger. What a stupid kid. Everyone knows that ghosts don't exist. Ghosts do exist. And maybe she just saw Uri with his poncho, and while trying to wake up, she thought of him as a ghost. How did you enter Hotel Pav, young Uri? None of your business. Leans back. I already showed you the way. I have no intention of speaking anymore. Right. I'll ask again after buy him the toy he wants. Maybe he'll grow closer to me by that time. Miss Silver, while I was gone, what did you discuss in that meeting with the hotel staff? The one who killed Skoda is the Vodnik. Vodnik? Silver, maybe you're mistaken. You can't kill anyone. Softy. Then what were you running away from? Don't ask me anything, Silver. I refuse to talk. Then don't assume that I'm mistaken. So it wasn't Miss Blanca? Yes. Just like we thought. I'm glad everything went well, Miss Silver. Also, if you're interested in the well-being of the hotel folk, I have to say that Willem was doing a lot better than I thought. It seemed like he didn't entirely believe me. I think Miss Blanca will persuade him soon enough. I see, it's nice to hear that they're doing alright. Who are those Willem and Blanca people you're speaking of? The cook and the maid of the hotel. Servants then. Miss Silver, this is the place Uri pointed to on the map. I look around. After we pass those trees, we'll see his toy shop. Okay, so going to a toy shop. What next toy shop? I get out of the car. Uri tries his best to jump out of the car and come near me. Uri, don't strain yourself. Fine, I should be able to do this much now. Holds my hand. Great. The celebration of his accomplishment, he puts on a happy face. I'm relieved to see him walk. This way he doesn't have to depend on me in case anything happens. Still, he is a kid. I have to keep an eye on him. Can you walk while holding my hand like this? I think I can. Oh, would you look at that? Young Mr. Uri is walking. Are you amazed? Surprised? I'm worried, actually. Are you sure you'll be fine? Save your worriment for another time, Commoner. Cooper. Yes, Miss Silver. Notice that we forgot our stuff at the hotel. Hotel pub. Would you drive to the hotel and retrieve them? They're already in the trunk, Miss Silver. When? Then, can you guard this place while Uri and I are on side? You'll be our backup. I'll shoot the flare if things go wrong. Stay alert. Is there a problem? I'll do my best. Start walking through the trees with Uri. Miss Silver, take care. You too, young lad. Being called young lad when you're king is extremely annoying, you know. I think he's doing it because you're calling him Papa. You must understand that he is inferior to me. You can call me Uri, even though it's a bit too informal. I'll make an exception for you. Are you special yet, Silver? You don't have to call me Your Majesty. He grasped my hand more firmly than before. Can't believe you trust me. You and I can't trust me. The lake nearby, this place seems more like a peaceful dwelling than a toy shop. Wonder if there's really something supernatural in there. I shouldn't doubt myself. There's definitely something weird inside. Ray stops. Silver? Is it? Here. I can see that. Faint melody of a violin emanating from inside the house. Now we can go back. Turns towards Cooper's car. I don't let go of his hand. Told you I would pay for whatever you took. Why do you want to go back? Is there something you forgot to tell me? I don't want to enter. Tell me why. The girl, Bodnick's daughter. He pauses. She's not normal. It's best if we leave them alone. Miss Blanca told me that the Vodnik's daughter was deceased. Is he talking about her ghost? Did you see her daughter? His daughter? She died around a years ago, Uri. There's no way you were able to see her. You said in the car the ghost existed, yeah? I did, but you know that it's not easy to see them. Why don't you just believe me, Silver? Don't interrupt me, Uri. Besides, I don't want to see her. Why is he worried for me? What's up with this ghost? Look, I'll be cautious if I see her, alright? I've dealt with ghosts before, I'm used to them. He stares down, looks like he really doesn't want us to go in. Be guarding you at all costs, Uri. I don't need you guarding me. Cuffs. You seem scared though. I'm the king of Hanover, Silver. I don't get scared. I felt the fear in your voice, therefore I decided to help you. I'm failing to understand how you'll help me. But I'll gladly take the offer. My offer is, you need to quit your job, Silver. I can't do that. You can. You just choose not to. You can quit your job and live in a farm raising your own chicken. Tempting. If I quit my job, no one will clean the bad guys out of this world. Bad guys? Do you think that Vodnik is a bad guy? Yes, you shouldn't judge people just with the way they acted towards you. Vodnik is a good man. Don't you think you're being a little too trusting? Hey, we live in bad times. You shouldn't trust anyone that quickly. True. Don't. You should always act while keeping solid facts and logic in mind. Why did you take my offer while we were in the backyard? You did because you trusted me, right? You're so naive, Uri. I could have harmed you anyway. I could have harmed you. Anyone in the hotel could have harmed you, in fact. The one that killed a man today. He's a harmful beast, therefore he needs to be eliminated. To stay silent, I take the silver bullets out of my gun. What are you doing? I'm reloading my gun with the holy water bullets. What? The ones I talked about at the hotel alley. They are the ghosts. They are for ghosts, remember? Are you going to shoot the girl too? No? Oh. The girl caused the trouble, I need to get rid of her too. I don't want to do that, though. She isn't on my list, so it's not my priority. I don't think neither the girl or the Vodnik are bad people, Silver. We just had an argument. With the girl, I won, of course. You don't look like you did. I close the cylinder up to filling the gun and point it to the grass. It feels nice to have it in my hands. Silver? Hmm? One of the bullets was a bit ugly. What do you mean? First one you inserted. I closed the cylinder without any problem. Can I take a look? I sigh and open the cylinder. What? What's wrong? Can't open it. Just like I thought, it's stuck. Take my dagger out and fiddle with the cylinder. We're wasting time. Maybe you shouldn't use your gun. I can use my dagger. I mean, maybe you don't have to kill the Vodnik. Harry, I don't want to hear a word. I don't want to hear a word from you about this ever again. Cylinder pops out alongside with the bullets. Harry points at one of them. This is the ugly one. You have a good eye. Of course. Throw the bullet with dents into the river nearby. Being reckless, Silver. What were you going to do if the water and the bullets spilled over? Holy water can't hurt you, Yuri. Pick up all the bullets, refill the empty slot, and tuck the cylinder back in its place. Silver, careful! I hear the door of the Bloodnick's toy shop opening. Get behind me, Yuri. Yuri, for the first time, listens to me without objecting. I slide my gun back in its holster. The girl around Yuri's height gets out of the door. Blanca must have lied about the girl. She doesn't look like a ghost at all. Who are you? I'm Laura Silver. You must be Anna. Yes. What do you want? I have something to discuss with you, with your father. My father has nothing to discuss with you, though. He just got out. Got out? I haven't seen anyone leaving from the front door. It means their house must have another entrance. This is a perfect scene for an ambush. Are you hiding something, lady? Harry grasps my arm. His fear shows he definitely lost his argument with her. Though, should I really interfere with the kids? They don't look like they're going to hurt each other. Even Harry said that he didn't think that the girl was evil. I don't understand kids. Gil charges towards us. Silver, help me! It was you all along! Gil grabs Harry's collar before I try to do something. Give the doll back. I don't want to. You know how upset my father is? I needed it. You can't just enter people's houses and steal their belongings. I didn't steal it, Silver, why are you standing there for? Take the girl and Uri both by their arms and separate the kids. Uri, did you really steal this girl's doll? I can't believe you. First Pav's gloves, second her doll. Maybe you have a problem, kid. I, do you bring a mortal here? Is this woman a human? What? Girl charges towards Yuri again, this time more forcibly. Try to separate them once again. Hey, could you calm down? Can't believe you. You already took the doll and you brought a mortal here? Get out of it. No. I'll bring it to my dad. Get out. The girl grabs Uri by the collar and pushes him onto the ground. Hey, you two. Stumble down towards the lake. Something very wrong about these kids. Uri. Kids fall into the water. Throw a plop sound. At least they don't look like they're injured. I see the girl getting up swiftly, even though she's in the water. She must be used to walking around here. Meanwhile, Uri is still sitting in the water, with his back resting on a big piece of rock. Argh! You piece of poop! I get down near them, but... Uri? Where's Uri's arm? Uri? So, you okay, Uri? I pressed at Uri, trying to make sense. What happened to your arm? My arm? It's there! Silver, see? See an arm drifting away with the current. It's obvious Uri's arm, since it also has Pav's gloves on it. Girl takes the arm by the hand. Are you speaking about this? Sometimes things feel too supernatural to believe, even if I'm the one experiencing them. Uri, why aren't you bleeding? I can explain, Silver. I'd appreciate it. He's a ghost. He doesn't really look like one. He throws me the arm, Uri's arm. I catch it. You stole one of the bodies my father made today. He tried so hard to craft one too, so he needs to return it. One of the bodies that the Vodnik made? Uri is in a doll's body? Body was a doll all along? So what? I pull Pav's glove off of his hand. I'm faced with him with the hand of a ball-jointed doll. Take a look at Uri. He looks desperate. I'm sorry, Silver, I really am. Why didn't you tell me? Because what if, when you found out that I wasn't a real boy? I was afraid you would. You brought a model here, and she doesn't even know you're a ghost. Well, now I do, it's fine. This is no place for a mortal woman. Get lost. You a doll too, Anna? She's looking at something that's behind me. I turn around. Father! The man in the lake approaching us. He doesn't look wet enough for a person who just got out of the water, and his skin is green. Is this the wild sea beast we were making a fuss about? Kill him, finish him. That's basically the same. Excuse me, can you be a little bit quieter, Anna? But he came back and did a lot of damage. Oh, so you've decided to come back? Is it to pay for the body you took? Or at least to return it? The girl talks in a higher pitch again. He also brought a mortal with him, father. So the Vodnik is continuing his trade as a toy maker. Instead of keeping souls in pods, he stores. Oh, it's a surprise to encounter a human here. An unexpected customer. Doesn't look hostile at all. Typical, he could be acting. But I killed a man today. He's on your list. He's a harmful beast. I can't. Oh. Shoot him. I didn't even click. I didn't even click it. Trying to get away from it. I swiftly pull my gun and shoot him on the shoulder with a special bullet. I was trying to pull it away from it. I heard the little girl gasp. You're being sloppy, Silver. That wasn't deadly. Aiming for the heart, I pulled the trigger once again. I seriously was trying to pull away, but just got to it. I didn't even click either, so it clicked by itself. He's dead. Well, why did you kill him? Uri, how many times do I have to tell you? Just didn't think you would actually. It's my job, Uri. You think I enjoy killing? Silver, stop waving your gun at me. Oh, sorry, Uri. Uri switches his gaze towards the Vodnik's dead body. I turn around. No, no, father. Are you okay? Anna, listen to me. Your father killed a man today. Shut up, you're lying. Look at them up. Look, he's the Vodnik. Shut up, shut up! You're lying! How do you know that? Why did you shoot him? Not who you think he is. He's a bad guy. He gets up. I grew up without parents too. I think you need. Feel a breeze grasping my neck. Oh shit. Can't breathe. Can't. Not now. Ugh. We die. Silver! I'm not dead. Huh. My eyes. Uri? Notice that my voice is hoarse. Standing up in front of me, still with one arm. Silver, you're okay? I guess. Silver, I can't understand what you're saying. Whatever. Shake my head. Silver? He's sitting right next to me, looking down in guilt. There's a vial in his hand. It's empty. You see, Silver? Is it my holy water? I used it on Anastasia. I killed her. She was already dead, so. The voice ruins the mood, Silver. I'm sorry. For what? I killed the girl. Hurry, stop it. It's okay. They were evil. I can't understand you. A few times I try to talk in a higher volume this time, even though my throat hurts when I do that. Whew. There. The girl said you were a ghost. Yes. And? This is a doll the Vodnik made. He makes these for the ghost in possession. He makes these for the ghost to possess, so that they can feel comfortable in them. Like a new body. Yes, since I stole it this morning, I didn't have enough time to get accustomed to it. That's why I crawled my way up to the hotel. That's dedication. I'm sorry, Silva. He has the hiccups. Did you save me from the girl? Look at the lifeless body of Anna. She must have been possessing a doll too. I stole one of your vials when you were unconscious. Then I threw the water on you. You sure know a lot about these things. Congrats on your first exorcism. Hurry! I'm sorry, Silva. Don't be. I'm alive because of you. You saved me. I'm thankful. So very thankful. I'm a harmful beast now. You need to. Are you going to kill me too? No. But ghosts were on your list. I also have killed someone. Someone who was like me. Silva, that's bad. That makes me a bad person. I made her disappear. Here you're talking. Sorry. You're taking this too seriously. I'm down a bit. You need that to save me, isn't that right? Nuts. To take pride in it. She was about to kill me, and you saved her life. So, but I don't want to be a bad ghost. You are a good ghost. The best ghost I have met so far. He buries his head on my chest, hugging me with one arm. I decide I should definitely hug him back. To stay like that for a while. Is this how you should be handling grieving people? Silver? Yes. Do you think what you did is right? Maybe not objectively, but I think that they were bad people. I don't think that we did was wrong, at least. There's no use in feeling guilty, Eri. I know it'll drain you, and it's not worth it to feel like that over a murderer. Think? Yes. I take a deep breath. Now let's get your arm back. He nods as I get up. I take his arm from Anastasia's hand. She doesn't look like a doll at all. I crouch near Uri and look at his joint line. Let's fix you now. Can you do that? We'll see. Can't say I trust your skills. This thing doesn't have any nerves, right? What do you mean? Can you feel the pain? No. I stuck the ball joint into his upper arm. Here, fixed. He looks at his hand, moving his arm. Wow, I didn't think you could do that. I just attached it. You must still be in shock. I should talk about something else. So, how did you die? You're very blunt, huh? Crap, wrong question. Silver? Yes. Tell you about how I died, but I think we should bury the Vodnik first. Why? It made me feel a lot better when I was buried. Oh. Although, since he's supposed to be a water spirit, I don't think how death works for him. I don't know how death works for him. I look around the yard, and in front of the house there is some gardening equipment stowed. Looks like Vodnik was a man who cared about his garden. Found 2 shovels. That's great, Silver. One for each of your hands. Would you help me dig? No, you're the one who killed him, not me. I start digging. Barry spilled the beans. Used to be a king. King of Hanover. When? Between 1797 and 1798. You're old. Older than you, for sure. How did you die then? Looks like he doesn't want to talk about it. A friend betrayed me. I got assassinated by him. The whole kingdom knew how he was plotting against me. Such a continuous, treacherous snake. I see. How old were you when you died? I never knew the exact date of my birth, but people soon I was around 10 years old. Weren't you a royalty? I thought the births of royal people were well recorded. Whatever. Maybe he forgot it all about. Maybe he forgot it after all these years. Tell me about your list. Which list? Your hit list. I guess the name is self-explanatory. Who gave you that? The Witchcraft. Do you know him? Alright. Did he want you to kill those people? Yes. Witchcraft grants you one wish and wants something in return. Bonner didn't pay his debt, and thus he's on the list. Are you following orders your job too? Yes, I just run the errands. I don't decide what I do. I don't enjoy doing this either, right? He grimaces. Okay then. You sound wimpy for a king. What were you going to do if a war broke out? I wish to be a peaceful ruler. You got killed because of it. Shut up. Silver? What is it, Uri? They were bad people, right? Yes. Are you killing and exercising the same thing? Do you think that I showed Anna the way of peace when I exercised her? I leave the shovel on the ground. I have no idea. Huh. I don't know. Of course, I'd like to believe that they'll find peace, but I don't know anything. I'm not the one who died. I have less experience on this subject than you. I don't know either. See? He looks down. Keep thinking of it. keep thinking if I'd like to be exercised or not. And still thinking. Let me know once you decide. I might help you. Anything I know, I definitely wouldn't want to get exercised by you, Silver. Looks like it's back to normal. Alright, come take a look. Think this is enough. Should we bury the man? It's a lot more shallow than mine, but it should work. Put the bonus body to the riverside and place him in the grave I just dug. It's a lot lighter than he looks. I wish him a peaceful afterlife, even though he was a bad guy. Afterlife. You aren't funny, Silver. Okay, so I think that will do for this episode. Yeah. And number 2, bad end. Oh, it's a bad end right there. But yeah, that was to do for this episode. We'll see if we can try not to kill them this time. Maybe? Next episode, I mean. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. And everyone, stay amazing.